Morning and welcome to this morning's workout. My name is Bill. I'm a personal trainer here at the YMCA, and today I'm going to lead you through a low impact workout. So we're going to do exercise. We're going to do a full body exercise, and we're going to be going for reps rather than time today. So we're going to do 12 to 15, sometimes 10 reps of each exercise. We'll go through them twice and see how our time works out here. Let's start with a warm-up, though. Let's start with some some leg raises here. We're just gonna kick my heels back. See if we can touch my backside here. Just getting those heels up. We're working the hamstrings here. Just loosening up. And we're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to switch to high knees. So bring those knees up as high as you can. Now here we're working quads. You should feel this in the front of your legs, maybe a little bit in your abdominals as you bring your knees up higher. Start breathing a little bit harder probably. And we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's do some jumping jacks. So if we're doing a low impact workout, I'm going to do my jumping jacks like this. I've told some of my clients, or when I teach my classes sometimes, that if you get over 60 years old, you often want to just keep your feet solidly on the floor. So that's what we're going to do today. Just go from one side to the other. Now, if you feel the energy, of course, you can do the jumpers. But we're not setting any records here. We're just warming up. Okay? And let's go 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's do some toe touch and reach. We're going to start up high, arms up high. We're going to go to shoulders, toes, back to shoulders, and up high. So it starts here. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2. Now notice here, I'm keeping my knees bent as I go down, so I'm not really disturbing the lower back too much. If you keep your knees tight, it's going to work your lower back a little bit, so I try to keep my knees bent as I'm going up and down. And you don't necessarily have to reach your toes. You can just go to your knees as well. Just do what you can. We're just getting warmed up. Like I said, you don't need to set any records here. Just doing what we can do. If you're a little stiff, especially in the morning, go a little bit deeper each time if you can. But only what you can do. Okay, now we're going to add a little rotation into that. I'm going to start with my arms out wide. I'm basically going to do the same thing. I'm going to reach down, touch the opposite toe, and then come up, and reach down, touch the opposite toe. Again, you want to keep your knees bent while you're doing this. Go down as far as you can. So if you're feeling stiff, just go down to the knees. Here, boom, right? Boom. It's cool. And let's go 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do a little bit of torso rotation now. I'm going to go forward with my upper body, come around. I'm going clockwise now. And then I'm going to stop in the center and go around again, counterclockwise. And go around, warming up the hips here. And around again. Stopping in the center each time. Pushing the hips out and around every time. Out and around and back. And let's do 2 more. Out and around and other way. Excellent. Okay, let's do some arm swings. Bring the arms up, swing them around, Big, big circles, big as you can. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't stop. We're going to go back the other way. Here we go. Bring them around as far as you can. Reach up high, reach back, reach forward. Warming up the shoulders. Getting the body ready to have a good workout. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's do some hugs. So hug yourself first thing in the morning. Give yourself a big hug. What I'm doing here is I am obviously working the shoulders, but also I'm reversing the arm that's on top. So my right arm's on top, and my left arm's on top. Right arm, left arm. Right arm, left arm. Let's do 5 more. And 5, and 4, 3, bring them back, and 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's get started. So when we do a workout, we start with the large muscle groups first. So we're going to start with legs. And I like to do lunges when I do legs, so we're going to do side lunges today. And a side lunge is you start with your feet just about shoulder width apart. I'm going to step out to my right this time. I'm going to go right, step out. Weight is on my outside heel. As I go down, push my hips back and keep my chest up as I go back up and come back. So we're going to do 12 of these. So here we go. Step over, down, and up for 1. And over, and 2. And over, and 3. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the side. And over, and 4. So I'm trying to keep my chest up. And 5. My hand is in front of me. 6, to counterbalance myself as I go down, so I don't fall backwards. And I think that's 8. And 9. I'm going to do 12. You can do 12 to 15, 10, 11, 12. And don't worry, we're going to do some more on the other side. So how'd those go? Gets really into the glutes as we're doing this. So now we're going to go to the left side. I'm going to put my foot over to the left. Same thing. Keep the weight back on the heel. Really push through the glutes as you come over. Ready? And go. Over. And 1. And back. And 2. And back. 3. Makes this a little bit easier. Just go down just a little bit as far as you can. 4. 5. But go as low as you can. 6. But remember, keep the chest up. Keep the weight back. 7. 8. 9. Aha. Feels good. 10. 2 more. 11. You're doing great. And 12. Excellent. Okay. So there's our side lunges. Next, we're going to do a kind of a core. We're going to work abs. This is kind of a full body exercise here. I call them renegade rows. And we're going to be in a push-up position. If you're one of my clients, you love these. You'll recognize them. I'm going to be in a plank position. I'm just going to, so my head is higher than my hips, right? In a plank position. My shoulders are down away from my ears. My feet are wide in this position because what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up one hand and bring my elbow behind my back like I'm doing a row. So it looks like this. Boom. Bring the hand down. Boom. Bring the hand down. So you can also do these weights. If you have some light weights, you can start in this position, which I'll do. These are just little 5-pounders. Feet are wide, hips are low. We're going to go up for 1. Let's do them together. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7. Bring your elbow all the way behind the torso. 10, 2 more. 11, 12. Good. You can put those down. So, that's a renegade row, folks. We love those. We love them because you're doing a single arm plank when you're doing those. So, it's a really good workout. While I'm doing that, I'm also squeezing my glutes and sucking in my stomach. Let's do them again. Let's do 12 more. Feet are wide, shoulders away from the ears. Pick it up, bring it behind the torso. Squeeze that shoulder blade. And 4. Up. And 6. 7. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the plank position. 10. We got it. 2 more. 11. And 12. Excellent. All right. So, you'll find that in today's workout, we're going to be on the mat quite a bit. Because the next one, we're working chest. And we're going to do what, it's body weight exercise. But we're going to be really accentuating the chest on this exercise with a push-up. But we're going to be doing a wide push-up. So your hands are going to be wider than normal. Typically when you're doing a push-up, your hands are a little bit wider than shoulder width. On this one, we're going to be way out wide. We're really going to be concentrating on those pecs. So actually, I'll do them this way so you can see. I'm still in that wide plank position. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Wide, wide arms, and go down. Okay? So let's do these together. You can do them on your knees if you need to, but if you're going to do them on your knees, I still want to be in that plank position. So we don't want this. We want low hips. Okay? Here we go. I'm going to do them on my toes. We're going to do 12 of these. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and controlled. 5, 6, 7, feeling good. 8, 9. Think about your muscle and mind. 12. Connection. Mind-body connection. Want to make sure that you're concentrating on the muscles that you're using as you're using them. This exercise is for pecs. Your pectoralis major muscle. Okay, we're also working the triceps a little bit, but the wider we get on the push-ups, the more we're concentrating on chest. All right, so that was one set. Let's do them again. Wide chest. Hands out wide. On the toes or on the knees. Squeeze the glutes. Tighten the stomach. 1, 2, 3. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. 4, 5. Really squeeze those glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. You got this. 11 and 12. Okay, beautiful. Yeah. All right. Next, we're going to work on legs again, because not enough. So we're actually going to do a prone leg raise is what this is called. We're going to be working with a chair. Actually, let's get a little drink here. Hydration, the name of the game. And take a little break and get some water if you need it. Move around too a little bit. Don't let your muscles freeze up. Okay, next we're going back to legs. We're going to do hamstrings and glutes on this exercise. We're going to do what's called a prone leg raise. And the way we do these is I'm going to use a common everyday chair. I'm going to lay across the chair face down. My feet are going to be on the floor, and I'm just going to lift up my feet as I do this. Now, the further you come forward on your chair, obviously the easier it's going to be because you're going to have less weight to pick up. So I'm going to move back a little bit further so that just about the tops of my legs meet the edge of the chair. I'm going to grab the legs of the chair to keep me stable. I'm going to push my feet together, really squeeze my knees together, and that'll get my glutes engaged. When my glutes are engaged, I can more easily lift my legs without hurting my lower back. So we're going to go for 1, 2, we're going to do 12, 3, 4, really squeeze the knees together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try to keep the legs extended as well. 11 and 12. And come back up. And rest. So the really key part of that, and you probably felt it as you were doing it, keeping those glutes tight. Really keeping the glutes tight, because it's a glute and a hamstring exercise. You are going to get in the lower back a little bit, but if you keep the glutes tight and concentrate on the glutes, concentrate on the hamstrings, so you have that mind-body connection. That's what's going to protect the lower back. Let's do them again. I'm going to lay across the chair. Legs are on the floor. Feet close together. Really clamped together with the knees. Glutes are squeezed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do them with me. 6. Squeeze those glutes. 7, 8, 9. Lift the legs as high as you can. 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Beautiful. Okay. So, legs and glutes. Okay, let's do triceps next. So with triceps, we're going to be off the floor. I'm going to use my chair again. Now, you can use a chair for this, or a countertop, or a bench, if you have a bench at home. Now, I'm going to use this chair just to show you. The higher you go, or the higher you start in this exercise, the easier it is. So, call this a narrow push-up, I guess. I'm going to start with my hands above my head, or out in front of my head, I should say. I'm going to start in a plank position. I'm just going to bend my elbows and bring my head down to the top of the chair. Now, obviously, if you're doing this with a chair, you want something that's not going to slide, right? So you can push it against a wall. I would honestly, I'd do this on a countertop if you can. This is a good exercise. So I'm going to bring my forehead to my hands. We'll do it together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can move your feet closer if you need to. 7, 8, but try to keep the hips low. 9, 10, we'll do 2 more. 11, 12. Good. Now, you're going to feel that one in the shoulders and in the triceps. All right, you can get some water again. It's starting to get hot up here. We didn't turn on fans this time, did we? Next time. All right, here we go. Let's do them again. Triceps. Beautiful. Feet can be wide or close. The closer they are, the harder it is. And again, the closer the feet are to the chair, the easier it is. So I'm going to bring my head down to my hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That was hard. Okay. All right, so that's it for triceps. All right, let's do a core workout. We got a couple more minutes here. We're going to do a plank. Everybody loves plank for core, right? We're going to do a plank with a knee lift. So in your plank position, I'm going to do it on my elbows because we haven't been on the elbows yet, and on my toes. Now, I should have a straight back. I should have a straight line from my heels to my head. Even if I'm on my knees, even if I go down to my knees, there should still be a straight line from my knees to the top of my head. So if you're in a plank and you're like this, that's not right. If you're a plank or you're like this, that's not right either. You want to keep the hips low, 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 low. Not dragging like that, but even with your body. If you think of your hips like a bowl of water, if you're like that, the water's going to be spilling out the front. If you're like this, the water's going to be spilling out the back. So you want your hips to be level. So, to do that, glutes are squeezed. Really engage the glutes. Also helps if you push your knees together. All right, so enough explanation. What we're going to do here is we're going to get into a plank position. Our feet are going to be wide apart, and I'm going to lift one leg and then lift the other. Again, trying to keep that plank position while I'm doing it. And we are going to do, let's do 10 on each side. Okay, here we go. 1, 1, 1, and 2, 1, and 3. Do it with as much control as you can. And 4. So you're not coming like this. You're going up and down at the same speed. 5 and 6. Keeping the hips low. Glutes squeezed. 7, 8. Ho 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 ho. 9. Last one. And 10. Good. Did you make it? That was like a 30-second plank, or maybe even a minute plank. All right, let's do them again. Probably feeling that, possibly in the lower back. So if you are feeling that in the lower back, I would advise you to really engage those glutes, suck in the stomach, okay? This is a core exercise. So core is your back and your abs, your lower back and your abs. Let's get in that plank position again. Shoulders are away from the ears. Elbows lined up with the shoulders. And we're going to go up and 1, and up on the right, and 2, and up on the right, and left, and 3, and up, and 4, and up. Hold it. You got this. And 5, and up, and 6, keep it going, up, and 7, you can do it, squeeze, 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 suck in the stomach, 8, last exercise of the day, and 9, 2 more, and 1, and 10, excellent, you got through it, beautiful, okay. All right, we got a little bit of time to stretch out here. Let's do a quick hamstring stretch. Whew. I'm going to start my hands up high. I'm going to bend my knees, bring my arms down, slowly come forward, keeping my knees bent. Keep my feet wide for this one. I'm just going to bring my hands down as far as I can. Bring them down to your knees, bring them down to your shins, bring them all the way down to your toes as far as you can. And just let yourself hang there a bit. Really important to keep the knees bent, push the hips back. And just relax. You're going to feel a stretch in your hamstrings, your glutes. And as you exhale, you can sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. Stretch it out. And now come up slowly, hands on the shins, hands on the thighs, and come up to standing. Good. Okay, let's do a side stretch. I'm going to start again with my feet about shoulder width apart. I'm going to put my right hand down, bring my left arm up over my head, and just flex to my right side. Push my hip out to the left. Pushing my chest out and pushing my elbow up towards the ceiling as much as I can. Now I'm going to turn my shoulders a little bit to the right, really accentuate that stretch in the lower back. And now come back. Let's go on the other side. Right hand up. Push the hip out to the right. Push that elbow up towards the ceiling as you flex over to the side. As far as you can. And now we're going to turn a little bit to the left. Turn my shoulders a little bit to the left. Starting to feel in the lower back more. And breathe. And with each exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. And now bring it back. Okay, good. All right. Let's stretch out shoulders. Stretch your hands back. Push your chest out. Push the backs of your hands back towards the wall in back of you. And then I'm going to turn my hands over and push the palms of my hands back. Now I'm going to take my right arm, stretch it across my chest, interlock it with my left elbow, keeping my shoulders down as I pull in on my right arm. And just feel that stretch in the shoulder. Appreciate that stretch after doing all that on the floor work, right? Shoulders got a good workout today between the Renegade rows. Let's go with the left arm now. The wide push-ups. The plank with a leg lift. Man, oh man. Shoulders got some work today. So pull in, keeping the shoulders down, away from the ears. Feel that stretch in the left shoulder now. And just breathe through that. And relax. And there we go. We are done. Another workout in the morning. I enjoyed this time together, and I hope to see you next time. My name again is Bill. I'm a personal trainer here at the Y. And if you want to get in touch with me anytime, just call me. I'm at the Farmington branch. Thanks a lot. So long.